Hi Danielle, it's technically Thursday. I was wanting it to be Wednesday, but it isn't. Um, that's my fault because I was trying to get video editing software and I downloaded a few free ones, but I couldn't quite figure out how they work, so I'm trying to do this in one shot. Yay! So, as we kind of talked about over the summer, talk we don't know what we're doing with this channel, kind of. And I think we just need to revamp it a little bit. Which I think I told you. I don't really remember. We didn't talk much about it. Anyway, I was bored in math, and so I was thinking of what to do with our lovely little channel here. And I think one of our problems was the weekly update thing. I know that sounded like a good idea at the time, and it still sounds like a good idea because then we have more time. However, I think that it was harder to be accountable. So I say we do an every other day thing. So like today's Thursday, so you upload on Saturday, and then I upload on Monday, and then Wednesday, then Friday, and so on and so forth. Another thing that I think we need to do is, instead of just coming up with challenges off the top of our head while we're making the video, or if we come up with something during the week, or I guess now the day before, we have some categories, which I wrote down a list of ones that I thought of, that we can just choose from, and that would make it a little bit easier, and some would be a little bit more complicated than others. So my list that I came up with, it was in my notes, but I wrote down a different notebook. Anyway, the first one, I wrote X-PERIMENT, which is just basically a science experiment that we've seen or heard about that we wanted to try and show the world of YouTube. The second one is parody. As you know, we like trying to come up with bits of songs that parody other songs. So our classic is the pizza song that we wrote while we were working the baseball game, not football. And you know, the dreaming of a new cell phone. So you just pick a song and you pick a subject and you do the parody. This one is specifically for you, and I just call it Sign Something. It's where I challenge you to sign something, and we kind of had that before. I couldn't really think of very good me-specific ones, but if you can think of any, that'd be great. The next one I have is called Interview. It's where you either interview one of your friends or your teachers or random person on the street, or I have a list of questions that you need to answer, or vice versa. Not quite sure how to work that one out. The next one I call Teen Quiz, which basically go do a quiz online. If there's one picked out already, you can be like, oh, go to this one, take this quiz, film yourself taking this quiz, read it out loud, read the answers, choose yours, read your thing. The next one is How To, which is like a tutorial, but I'll just be like, Danielle, show me how to bake cookies. Obviously, we have had problems with that in the past. The next one I call Bucket List, which is basically you go out and you do something you've always wanted to do. Not difficult things like travel to Europe or whatever, but I know that you wanted to hand out flowers to strangers, so you could go out and do that and have Megan film you maybe, or you know, something like that if you have time. After that I have favorites, which I would ask you to tell me about your favorite subject or your favorite item or your favorite memory or something like that. And then the next one I call Contest, which is just basically I do something and then I'm like, now you do it, and then we decide who does better, or maybe our viewers decide, whichever. Next one is called Fun Facts, which is basically I would ask you to tell me all you know, and you can do research, of course, on something, and I'll be like, tell me some fun facts about honey badgers, or something. I might want to make it so that they're completely false facts. That would be funny to me if they're funnily false, like, a honey badger is a tree that produces honey instead of sap. I don't know. And then my last one is one of my favorites that I thought up of, and it's called Bad Advice, and it's where you go onto Yahoo Answers, and you pick a question, and it doesn't even have to be a stupid question like, I ate an ice cream cone, am I a vampire now? I'm pretty sure I've read that one. But you pick a question, and you answer it giving the worst advice possible for that situation. So that's my ideas. I know that I went over the 4 minutes that we've allotted for our videos, but since we're not really doing videos right now, I figured that'd be okay. So let me know what you think, and I will respond. And if anyone watching has any ideas, feel free to leave a comment. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later.